Good morning, student. Myself Manoj Chotia from Raghunath Vidyalaya, Ratangad. We are studying in our last class the morphology of flowering plant, in which we study about the root. Now today's our topic is stem. What is stem? Stem is the aerial part of a plant. Whenever we divided a plant in two parts, then one is underground and another is aerial, and aerial part of the plant is called shoot and underground part of the stem is called root. So stem is the part of shoot. Stem is the part of shoot which can grow positively phototropism and negatively geotropism, or we can say stem is the main axis of shoot system of plant. Stem is the main axis of shoot system of plant. It can be defined as a ascending part of shoot axis which is negatively geotropism and positively phototropism and develops from plumule of embryo. Means there is two radicals. First is plumule and another is radicle. So radicle grows into root and plumules grow into stem. So the aerial part of plant or the main axis of shoot is called stem, and stem is the plant part which can grows positively phototropism and negatively geotropism. And there are so many characters of stem. First of all, stem bears leaves, branches and fruits, flowers. So all these structures are bearing by the stem, and it represents the ascending part of the shoot system. Stem is normally positively phototropism. Stem bears buds also, and you know buds are of three types: auxiliary bud, apex bud, auxiliary bud, and another bud. It is the multicellular hair on external surface. Scales, leaves or adventitious root may be appear on the stem. Means देखिए क्या होता है, जब हमने रूट के अंदर भी बात की थी. वी डिस्कस आल्सो इन रूट the internal structure of root. Same that structures are also found in the stem. Means this is the internal structure, and the upper part of root is called root cape. So here no any root cape is present. It start from these cells, and these cells are called, as you know, meristematic zone. And after another part, second part is called, this part is called elongation zone, and last part is called, as you know, in the root also, it is called permanent or maturation zone. And in roots we saw that there is a unicellular roots hair are present, but in stem there is a multicellular hair are present. Multicellular hairs are present in the stem part, and the buds are also present on the stem. What is bud? Bud is a compact young shoot. Bud is a, you have to remember the definition of bud, and buds are present on the stem as well as on root, but mostly in stems. Buds is a compact young shoot, consists of a short stem overlapped by crowded immature leaves which are surrounding the growing point. Now our as you know, the largest bud is a cauliflower. This is the example of bud. And adventitious buds are also found on the leaf of bryophyllum, which can grow into a new stem. And so there is too many buds are included to grow a new plant. Now we will discuss types of stem. Types of the stem. These are the types of stem. First, clump, codex, excurrent, decurrent, scape, and climber. Whenever we differentiate between stem and root, we show the main difference. Just you see the example of sugar cane or bajra or maize. We found these structures clearly, means node, and this is internode. Both the structures are defined themselves, means this is node, and the part between two node is called internode. The part between two node is called internode, and the part which combines two internode, this is also internode and this is internode, and the part which connect, we can say, or combines two internode is called node. So these structures are present only in the stems, not in the root. So on the basis of this node and internode, the first part of the stem or the first type of the stem is clump, means the node and internodes are clearly seen on the stem, that is called clump. Second, codex. Whenever the branches and leaves make a crown structure, means just like a king's crown, the leaves and stems are small and on the only on the upper surface and looks like a crown, that is called codex. For example, coconut, palm tree. Excurrent. Whenever the lower branches are long and the upper branches are short, then this structure is called excurrent type of stem. Example, pinus, and pinus is the example of gymnosperm. Now decurrent. Whenever the branches are more in length than to the stem, and stem is the main axis and the branches are so long and irregularly growth, that is called decurrent. Example, mangifera, indica, sesame, neem, banyan, and so many trees, mostly they are decurrented. Scape. Whenever we see the stem goes in the underground part, that stem is called scape, and their leaves like that they are grown from the roots, that stem are called scape, just like onion, banana. Next, climber. Climber is the stem which cannot grow themselves. They need some base for climbing or go to other upper side. Such plants attach themselves to nearby objects by means of some spherical structures like tendrils. Example, bougainvillea. So these are the types of stem. We can see in clump the stem is unbranched, showing distinct node and internode. Second, codex or columnar. In this case, the trunk is unbranched, erect, cylindrical, and marked with the scarce and remains of fallen leaves. It bears a crown of leaves at its apex. Fern palm are the example. Excurrent, pinus. In such case, lateral branches do not complete with growth of main stem. Branches appear acropitally, thus a tree receives cone-like structure. Pinus. Next, decurrent or deliquent. It is also called when some of the lateral branches grow more vigorously. The trunk disappears after some distance due to suppression of growth of terminal bud of the stem. It is called decurrent. Example, as you know, the most of angiospermic plant we are seeing that are the example of decrens. So these are the types of stems. In next video we will study about modification of stem. Thank you for today's class.